time around, we're going to concentrate on actually using Canva, which can be downloaded on your phones, and you can use it as a design app. That's correct, right, Stacey? And to help us brand our own, whether it's your logos or it's the company logos. And I'm not sure how it's going to work, but between Stacey and our graphic designer, we have some of our logos and all that prepared for you all, which we'll share with you, so you can actually use that stuff on your own pages. Just learn from Stacey and take it from there. I mean, of course, Stacey does a very proper, concise job of it. These trainings are for us to start playing around with it, and if we need her help, we can always reach out to her.
I love that you use the word playing around, because I think when people start to try to do design, they're like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have an eye for design. And Canva makes it so easy to just play around, just have fun with it, try different things, see what you like. Maybe you'll find something that you can use consistently over time. So this is all about play, have fun. That's what Instagram's all about.
That's wonderful. And one quick thing, Stacey, we have a couple of our very, very brand new realtors on. So we have Connie, we have Olga, who's still has, I think, one more exam to go, and she's going to start with us soon. So Connie and Olga, because you missed the first part, or if anybody else missed the first part of Stacey's training, we have it on our Facebook closed account, and it's under education and training. So you can just go ahead and get in touch. And of course, I always have Stacey's number. Her number's right here on the screen also. So grab it if you want to, get more help with her, then you're more than welcome to do so.
So hello and welcome. Thank you for joining us today. If you are watching the replay, you can press pause at any time you'd like. Today is all about Canva, how to make your brand stand out using Canva. So a long time ago, I started specializing with realtors on Instagram. And I thought, how can you make a realtor stand out on Instagram? All you have is houses to post, so everyone's accounts are going to look the same. But the way that you stand out as a brand, as an individual, because people are looking not only for a house, but they're looking for who should sell their house, who to buy with. You need to stand out. So this is all about how to take your current content to the next level. There we go. Hello, I am Stacey Secrets. I'm Toronto's Instagram guru and social media expert. So I call myself a guru because I am like a guide. I like to give people the skills so that they can do it themselves. I obviously will take over someone's account. I do it for a week, I do it for a month, but I really do enjoy teaching other people the skill set so that if they can't afford it just yet, or they're not busy enough, that they can do it all themselves. So check out Secret Takeovers. That's my business account, and I give away lots of free Instagram tips. But today we are talking about takeovers and makeovers. So Sabiha, I am going to pick on you. This is my recent takeover with Sabiha. So we went from the first photo, which was her account before she met me, and you can already see it's busy. There's lots of words all over each picture. The sold over here, if you could see my mouse, the sold over here doesn't really pop. It's just kind of hard to see. There's so much information, and nothing except for this post really stands out. It's hard to differentiate, like, which post am I going to click on? And then we go over here to this account that is branded with her Sutton Summit colors. We've divided up her posts into different photos, different information pics. She still has her personal photos in there, but you can see visually the difference. It's just so much easier to look at an account that looks like this. And this is really, really well branded. And I like that you actually ended up posting in between, because using a little bit too much red could be a little bit overwhelming. So I think that the individual posts that you ended up posting actually made it look really good and spaced out, so that your eye knows how to differentiate and pick different posts. So why use Canva? So many reasons. One, promote your brand awareness. So I already said that the way that you're going to differentiate yourself is really by having your brand colors. And they can be Sutton Summit colors, or you can pick your own brand colors and just consistently keep using those colors on your Instagram. That will have people know, oh, this is a Sabiha account. Oh, this is definitely a Sabiha post. It's going to just stand out that much more. It's easier to look at. We already saw in this last post, this is like really, really busy over here. And on the right, it's just cleaner, it's smoother, it's spaced out. It's easier to look at. Canva has easy to use templates. So it doesn't matter if you're not a graphic designer, you can build things from complete scratch, or you can use all of their already designed templates. They're really user friendly. And yeah, you don't have to use Photoshop, any extras, everything's in the app. And you can use it on a desktop and on your phone. There's over 1 million free for-use stock photos. And I'm not talking about the cheesy stock photos where someone's holding like a toothpaste and smiling in a really unnatural way. These are beautiful photos. They're beautiful free photos of Toronto. So if you don't have pictures for your listing yet, and you want to just put a coming soon with the address and a beautiful photo of the CN Tower, it's all there for you. If you're doing a blog post, anything like that, they have millions of free photos. You can create a variety of branded content. So you can do Instagram posts, you can do Facebook posts, you can do flyers, you can do open house flyers, you can do presentations, anything that you want to create and make, you can do it all in Canva. You can also share designs with your team members. So say the Sutton Summit graphic designer has all these sort of templates. You can easily share it with your whole team on Canva. Overall, you're gonna look more professional because again, you can see the difference. This looks, no offense, this looks just like you're kind of doing a lot of guesswork. Maybe this will be interesting. Maybe this will be interesting. But by branding it and spacing it out, it just looks like you know what you're doing. It's that extra step. And last, you can create a consistent look. So you can reuse templates. For example, if you're doing client testimonials, you can have all of your testimonial posts look consistent. And again, that just brings this like overall easy feeling when someone's looking at your account. There are now 20 million plus users using Canva in 2020. It's gone up significantly this year. So why not jump on? So overall, going above and beyond is half the battle. This is what I tell people on Instagram. Instead of just the guessing and posting and hoping that this is going to be good, if you take the time to just put a little bit extra effort in your post, it goes so far. It goes a really long way overall on Instagram. So to gain more followers, gain more engagement, to stand out from your competition, it is time to show you how to use Canva. So I am gonna actually show you how to use it, and stop me, Sabiha, at any time if I go too fast. You can still see the screen, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. So when you log into Canva on your desktop, this is what it looks like. And you can go up to templates here. Oh, I clicked on it. So you can go up to templates here, and if you look, you have Instagram stories, Instagram posts. And so the difference between that is a story is vertical and a post is square. You have Facebook posts, Facebook covers. You can make invitations. You could make
How much is this approximately, Stacey, to get this app?
So the app is free, and you can upgrade to Pro. And I'll talk about that at the end, like the benefits of actually paying for it, but it's completely free, which is quite amazing. You can make branded t-shirts for your company if you're doing an event. I made this entire presentation on Canva. So if you want your presentations to stand out, you can use this as a template, which is really, really good for clients as well. If you do client presentations, Canva is the one. So you can choose any of these templates, and we're gonna go with an Instagram post. So an Instagram post is square, it starts you off with a blank canvas, but you can go to the left menu over here under templates, and it will come up with suggestions. So you can see there's already quotes that you can pick from. Maybe you're doing something around food. Maybe you want to just put a border around, you know, a family post, but we are going to focus on listings. So basically this whole presentation, and I'm just going to click this, and they give you even options for different listings. So I'm just going to click this. So what ended up happening was I took over Sabiha's account and then gave it back to her with a free lesson to, you know, get her off and running. And she mentioned that her latest listing wasn't performing very well. And it was because she only had a picture of the building as the main photo on Instagram, but there was no indication of what was the address. Was this recently sold? Is this a picture of Sabiha's apartment? What is this, a new listing? There's just no information on the post. So unless that post isn't visually engaging enough, they're not going to read your caption. And if all the information's in the caption, it could easily get looked over. So I said, Sabiha, you've got to be using Canva. And we figured if she needs help, you probably all need this lesson as well. So when you click on this basic listing template, everything is changeable, the colors, the fonts, where everything goes. So first thing that you're gonna wanna do is obviously look up your own photos. So I have already uploaded some examples. So for example, you can drag and drop this photo here, and we could do the outside of the building, or maybe your first photo is gonna be an interior shot. So the next thing I would do is I would work on the brand colors. So for example, this little box right here, I'm gonna click on it, and in the top left corner right here, it shows me the color. So by clicking on that, I can pick the color. So it comes with generic colors, like of the rainbow. You can change the colors here, or you can ask your graphic designer, Elizabeth, who's very helpful, what your specific color ID is. Let's see if we can get it.
This is Liz in Mexico. So guys, you'll have to go through me to get in touch with her. Just for you to know.
Yes. So it's something like this. Now down here, I can change up the logo. So I'm gonna click on this logo. I'm gonna move my face over here. So I'm going to click on this logo down here, and all I have to do is delete that guy up here, delete group. And now I've uploaded, because Elizabeth gave them to me, I've uploaded all of these different fun logos, and Sutton Summit has some like really good ones. I'm going to show you how to make a really awesome quote after this. But first we'll do this listing. So I just click on it. It's obviously way too big. So I'm just going to shrink it down. And you literally just drag and drop. I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. Boom. So already this is looking way more professional.
And Stacey, I'll be able to share all of these logos with everybody on here, right?
Yes.
I'll email them to them and they can just upload them on Canva on their accounts.
So we'll do 25 Wilson Avenue. And obviously your brand colors are not this weird blue, so I'm gonna highlight that. I'm gonna click up here on the A on the text color, and I'm gonna change that to black. Then, or you can even do this. You could write for here, new listing, and then you can put the address down here. Let's go 25 Wilson Avenue. And now that's looking really small. So again, you just highlight, go up to the top where the size is, scroll down and play a guessing game of how large it should be. It's probably too large. Beautiful. And again, we're just gonna highlight this, turn it to black. And already it's starting to look branded. I'm gonna change this to black. And then, you know, I don't need this sideways new listing post. I'm going to delete this over here, delete group. And maybe I want this picture to be a little bit larger. And to be quite honest, I think we'll leave this as red. Maybe we change the letters to white. White again, and I'm gonna make this block down here. And anytime you're stuck, just click outside of here. By clicking outside, it unselects everything. And now I'm gonna click here, change the color again, boom. So that is way more branded than just a photo of a house. And then all you do is save it and you post it to your Instagram. Next, I'm gonna show you two more things. So I'm gonna go back to home. And what's really cool is it saves all your designs. So anything that I've ever made here, these are all things that I've made using Canva. It's gonna save all my designs. So if I wanna recreate any of these, all I have to do is tap on these 3 dots, make a copy, and then I can recreate it. So once you've made this, what I just made, now you can just save that as a template and you just have to replace the picture and replace the address every time. Huge benefit. So everything's gonna look really consistent. Once you do it once, set it and forget it. The next thing I wanna show you, we're gonna go.
Stacey, how did you save it as a template?
It automatically saves. So like as you're working, it automatically saves, and then you hit all of your designs and it will have all of your templates for you.
All right, perfect. We have a question from Patty. She's asking if it's better to use Canva on your laptop rather than on your phone. Is there any benefit for it?
So here's what I would say. It's easier to use it on your desktop. It's just bigger, easier to see. You know, you have the function of your mouse, so you can drag and drop instead of like holding on your screen and trying to move things around. The only thing is you would have to save it. You would have to send it to your email so that you could save it on your phone. So if you work directly from your phone, you can, it's obviously going to be saved right to your phone, and anything that you post on Instagram has to be in your phone first. So it's however you want to do it. It's not that much more difficult on your phone if you're used to like holding down things and moving them around and, you know, like using your 2 fingers to enlarge and shrink things and things like that. I like to use it on my desktop. I think visually, especially for an older audience, like your eyes are just going to be able to see it a lot better. And then send it to your email and save it to your phone. So next I'm going to show you a quote. Let's do Instagram post. So you can search for different things up here. You can search, let's see if we search real estate, what comes up. So if you search for real estate, it will come up with all different ways you can brand things. These are really great for blogs, home buyers night, all sorts of different ideas. What happens if I type in quotes? Yeah, so it comes up with all these really different kind of fun quotes. And so you just pick one. You just pick sort of a plain one for you guys to see. That one's kind of too starry night-ish. There's so many templates, you could just get so lost. So let's pick this guy. So one of the things I suggest for testimonials, this is actually a great insight. So anything with too much words on Instagram on an actual content post can be just overwhelming for people. So instead of copying and pasting like a whole client testimonial into one thing, take the best sentence that they have and put that as the main quote. So for example, Sabiha is a realtor like no other. The end quotes. And now I'm going to take out this little chunk here because we don't need a date, and I'm just going to delete that element. Down here, I would probably write who wrote this quote, Stacey. And then I would make that bigger for people to see. And already that's looking pretty fun. Now the background I don't love. So I just highlighted it and hit delete. I would change this to black. And now you're gonna add your branding. So again, I've already uploaded all the files from your graphic designer, and Sabiha can give all of you that. But now look, add this little branded Sutton Summit like right here. Or actually, I'm gonna do it over here so that I can add this fun graphic to the side. And you just, again, drag and drop it where you want it. And maybe I put a little Sutton Summit logo at the bottom.
Guys, I've gotten these made because there were a bunch of things that I thought we could use. But if there's something specific that you like, we can always get that done for you as well.
I'm gonna move that down and bam, like that's a branded, beautiful testimonial. I would post that on Instagram, and then in the caption, you can paste the entire client testimonial for someone to read. But having just that one quote and it's branded differentiates you from anyone else who's just posting crazy amounts of information. It's clean, it's easy to look at, and it's awesome. The last thing that I want to show you guys is a really fun new Canva feature called animated social media. Animated social media. So when you click here, actually, I wonder if I can, let me just go back for a sec. Let me click here. Oh, let me go back for a sec. Animated social media. Okay. So on the left over here, all of these graphics now have something moving. This one's circled here. These sparkles move. And so you can go through and you can start to get, look, these ones, the dots move. You can start to get really creative. And again, now it's going from a still branded image to stuff that's moving around. So on Instagram, video always does way better than still posts. So at any point in time, if you can do videos, I highly suggest it. You always get more views. And by using anything like this, where things kind of move around, you can make things super fun. See how these sparkle, this sparkles and this underlines? Now I can go ahead and change any of this. So say we have this beautiful new listing with this gorgeous kitchen. Oops. If this happens, so sometimes when you drag it, it doesn't go to the place you want. You just keep trying. So I'm going to drag it and I'm going to see if it goes in here. And if it doesn't, I'm just going to hit delete. And I'm going to try again. So I click here, drag, and I hover over here. See, if you hover here, it like is going to fill that in. You hover here, it fills this in. And I'm going to move this here. Maybe I'll move this a little bit over here. I'm going to change this border background to red for Sutton Summit. I'm going to change this background here to black. I'm going to change this wording to new listing 25 Wilson Ave. I'm going to highlight that. Oh, I've got a letter in there. I'm going to highlight this. Change it to white. Maybe I should.
She's in the webinar, live webinar. Don't interrupt her. Do you need
I'm
something?
not going to interrupt her. I thought she was in her office.
She's there. It's just that she's in the
Liz.
live webinar.
Elizabeth, your mic's on.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry, guys.
No, it's okay. And there, now this is like a totally different type of listing post, but it's visual, it's got sparkles, you want to look at it, you want to see it, and it's just so different. This is the best way to differentiate your posts. And that's it. That's it. There's so many templates that you can use. Animated is like my new hugest thing. So for all of my clients, I'm doing all animated posts because it's just interesting to your eyes. And Instagram is a visual app. So the more interesting you can make it, the more fun it will be.
Stacey, I have a question about this. So
yeah.
I know that I love putting the stuff on as well. And I know that you can do it when you are making a story, but then it's static when it's a post. So I guess this works even on a post. It keeps,
Yes. So it depends on how you share it. So if I posted this to my Instagram, anyone looking at my feed would see that it's a visual and moving post. But what I taught you is how to reshare your feed to your stories with the little arrow, which anyone who's watching, if you need a refresher, I can teach you, or you can go look at that Facebook video and you'd see. When you reshare a video to your story, it's in freeze frame. So you want to put in an emoji that says tap to watch. But if you shared it to your story from your phone instead of reposting it as a post, it would be animated. The difference there is you're picking animation for people to see, and you would have to tell them to go click on your post. Whereas if you reshare it from your feed, from an already posted post, people can click on that photo, even though it's still, and it will bring them directly to that post.
Right.
So the benefit of purchasing Canva is like two things, I would say. This button right here that says resize, you can still see my screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this button right here that says resize is unavailable if you don't pay for it. If I were to click on that and it were to work, I could take this and I could turn it from a square post to a elongated story post, and it would either have more black in it, so I could have like a title at the top or like a call to action at the bottom, but it would be a longer post. That way you don't have to go back and remake this in a different size. So that's one benefit to paying for the app, and I think it's something like $10 a month. The other benefit would be you unlock more things. So for example, over here on the left, there's elements. And so you have different shapes. You have all these animated stickers, and anything that you see, let's see if we can find some. What if I type in Instagram? So you have all these like really cool labels, but see this little crown here that says Pro? So if I put this on my image, I would have to pay $1.39 when I save this post. I'd have to pay $1.39. But if you pay for the app in full, all of that is just unlocked. So it basically unlocks like millions of features, and all of these features are still available to you, but sometimes you'd have to pay for them one-off. And this is like all you can write off this stuff, right? It's for your branding. It's definitely an app that you can use for your business and then write it off for your business. So it just gives you, it's the same with like photos. So if I go to photos here, I was telling you there's like tons of photos. And this is what I mean. Like they're not typical stock photos. Like they look beautiful. And you can type in any word that you can think of, and stuff will come up. So like this is a cheesy stock photo, but there's definitely like really, really fun different ideas for just even being happy. So maybe you post a client testimonial and they don't want to show their face. Maybe you just show like a smile of someone and say, my clients are always happy. You can get really, really innovative and fun. So by purchasing the app, all of these are free, but again, you can do all these one-off posts where they're like anywhere from $1 to $2. What other questions? Canva, so I've been asked, is Canva better than Photoshop? I wouldn't say better, I would say similar, but the difference is that Photoshop is for like someone like Elizabeth who went to graphic design school, who has that degree, and she knows all the ins and outs. Canva is user friendly, is for the people who have like no background in design. All the templates are already there for you. And again, you can make things from scratch if you wanted to, but it's so much easier to just take a template, change the colors, change the wording, you can change the font, you can change the pictures, like the possibilities are endless. And the images are completely free.
Amazing.
Yeah. And that's it. And if you need any help with Instagram or Canva lessons, I do all of that. I'm very, very
So Elizabeth had this question, Stacey, that can you resize the button to fix dimensions to use on other social media for platforms? And I guess if you're paying for it, then you can do it, right?
Yeah, so if you pay for the app, you can resize it. So you could make this into a Facebook post. You could make this into the cover photo of a presentation. You can put this on a t-shirt. So that's the benefit of resizing.
And guys, but I mean, I do advise that if you want to just like I said, to start playing around with it, just try the free app first and see how you like it. And if you feel that you're doing a lot more with it and you actually want to purchase it, then it's not pricey. But there's a lot of stuff that you can do without paying anything either.
Yeah, and honestly, I use Canva full time and I don't pay for the app. There's like a very odd time we'll spend like $1 on an image, whatnot here and there, but I'm not spending over $10 in images per month. There's like so many free images and elements and fonts. You don't really even need to pay for it unless you want that added benefit. And let me actually show you a sneaky trick. I learned this from someone just recently. So say we go to Instagram story. And let's just create a blank story. So an Instagram story is longer, and that is because at the top, your username appears. At the bottom, there's an area to send a message. But if I did, let's see here. Watch how quickly I'm gonna do this. If I did a new listing post, see how quickly I can do this. And I go and I brand it, Sutton Summit. Now this is doing a post from scratch, so I could have picked a template. I go like this, Sutton Summit. And then I'm gonna go over here quickly, add a heading to write 25 Wilson Ave. Oh, and before that, I'm gonna write new listing. Bear with me, I promise this is a fun secret. I take this over here. And I kind of want one more thing here. So now I could post this in my story and I could write down here. Actually, hold on. I just want this, I'm so visual. I want this to be white and I want this to be black. It's just gonna look better for branding. Boom. So I could save this now to be for my story, and I've left enough blank space at the bottom that I can write something like, click on this post for details. So in a story, you need like a little bit of space underneath or a little bit of space at the top. So I could save this as a story, but if I wanted to now repost this as a square photo to my Instagram, Instagram automatically cuts it into a square. And as long as I have everything in the middle in a square box, it will be able to be both a story and a square post to my feed because I've made it long. So I have like all these like workaround things so that I don't have to pay for the app and I don't have to resize this. So if you had saved this to your phone, you could now post it on Instagram with just this part. So you would cut out the black in the bottom, you'd cut out the black at the top, and it would be a square post. Little trick, little secret tip, little secret hack.
Amazing, Stacey.
Are there any more questions?
Every time I speak to you, I get very excited about, wanting to do a lot of things on Instagram. I want to go and make a few posts right now.
Yeah, exactly. I find that like once you start getting really creative. And what I teach people is, go make one listing post, go make a testimonial post, go make a picture of you and your family, a picture of you and your team, go make a chunk of posts so that you have like different things and you're not scrambling last minute to make this. I usually take 2 hours on like a Sunday night to just set up my week of posts. That way it's just like 10 minutes a day. I post it, it's already done.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Hey guys, This is Stacey. Our number is 416-320-4898. If anybody needs extra help from her or ever wants to spruce up their account, go ahead and call her up. But otherwise, yes, and the graphics, Liz, actually we will share because we got them made from Elizabeth from Mexico. So we will take care of that. I will share all the graphics with you, and you actually will share it with all the agents. So here we go, and this is recorded, and I will upload this on our Facebook, the Summit Connect, and there we go. Any questions, everybody? Oh,
I see Liz said, can you share graphics with others?
Yeah,
other users?
This is who I was talking about. So Liz is actually a Realtor care person, Elizabeth, and she didn't know that I got the graphics made. So I will actually share them with her and she can share them with everybody.
Yeah, and you can share right on Canva. So I have, I've worked for a Realtor and I do all her window displays of like houses, new listings and sold. And I do it all on Canva. And then I have a team file and it just links with email addresses. So her assistant has access to those files that I make and he can easily print them out. So it's really cool integration with your team as well.
Patricia is asking something I don't have an answer for. She says, do you use Planoly or other apps to help you with postings?
Yes, I do. So Planoly is a planning app. So honestly, if you are someone who loves organization and you really want a really good just like setup for your Instagram, use a planning app. So Planoly is a really good one that I recommend for real estate agents because there is a scheduler in it. So you can upload and rearrange how you want everything to look visually. And then you set it to post at 9 a.m. on Wednesday and it will automatically post for you. So it's a huge game changer. So I make everything in Canva and then I put it all into my planning app and then I set it to post and time saver. It's really good.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Stacey. You have a great day.
Yes, you too. Thank you for having me.
I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.